And Emerald Maxwell is here. Emerald, over the weekend, thousands of people in Toulouse came across advertisements which looked at first glance like a plug for the far-left France Unbowed candidate ahead of Sunday's municipal elections, but they were quite the opposite. Tell us more.
Well, it seems that anyone logging on Saturday to websites from online marketplace Vinted to sports betting sites to a regional French newspaper may have come across an advert like this one. In it, we see a woman wearing a veil saying, "I chose Piquemal and I keep my top on." Piquemal, Francois Piquemal over there. It's an apparent campaign for his mayoral candidacy in Toulouse. So this is a reference to a famous French billboard campaign from the 1980s, in which a woman promised to take her top off. So the message here is dog whistling, hinting at links between Piquemal's camp and Islamism or identity politics, with the hijab being a polarizing symbol in French politics. In another ad, we see Francois Piquemal himself next to a quote, which is apparently quoting him. He says, "I don't want any white people leading my list in the local elections," using the derogatory term for white people. And in a third example, which we can see here, we see a violent scene with a man with LFI, France Unbowed, tattooed on his body. He's seen violently attacking a man on the ground, and the picture has been taken from the film American History X. But its use here is a reference to Quentin Desranques, who was a far-right activist who was killed in a brawl with anti-fascist militants, a group which previously had ties to France Unbowed. And the posts also include a logo of that group, which has been outlawed. So this smear campaign against Francois Piquemal and his party was clearly designed to put off potential voters, especially moderates perhaps, after Piquemal made an alliance with the centre-left candidate ahead of the second round of the local elections in Toulouse. Piquemal here on the right went on to lose that tight race against the right-wing incumbent mayor, Jean-Luc Moudin, seen there on the left. Monty.
And Emerald, you tell us that this campaign appeared for several hours on different websites on Saturday, right in the middle of France's election silence period.
Yes, well, France has rules that require a media blackout over election weekend, which this campaign clearly contravened, appearing on the eve of the second round of local elections, making it illegal. So France 24's observers contacted Inès Gelida, who was the coordinator of Piquemal's real campaign. She said they were deeply shocked and would be filing a complaint, calling it extremely serious, especially during the election media blackout. She said the adverts were spotted on dozens of websites, from Candy Crush to crossword sites to synonym thesaurus websites, as we see here. After spotting the ads, the team contacted La Dépêche du Midi newspaper, where it's a local regional newspaper where these ads were also seen. And the newspaper was quick to take the ads down. They also filed a complaint and published a statement on its website condemning the ads, which it said harm the proper functioning of democracy. Online ads like these are managed by a third-party company, which means the websites that they appear on don't usually decide what will appear. It's outsourced. And it's not the first time that Piquemal has been targeted by a disinformation campaign like this. And just before the first round of the elections, he was one of several France Unbowed mayoral candidates attacked by a network of websites and fake social media accounts in a sophisticated operation. Viginum, the French agency for combating foreign cyber interference, has launched investigations into these. At this stage, though, it's too early to tell if there's been foreign interference. Monty.
Okay, Emerald Maxwell.